I'm bouncing around on a SV650s, the classic, iconic SV650 by Suzuki Maluki. Bad boy's got a V-twin, 648cc, really torquey motor. If you've ridden a Suzuki, you know what I'm talking about. It hasn't changed much, but the platform for the original was pretty good anyway, so yeah, they've sort of kept it as is. You know, as with a lot of Suzukis, really, they just develop a good motor and just sort of leave it. The DRZ, the Bandit, you know, being some examples, the Jigsaw to some extent. So the SV is pretty much unchanged. I mean, they've done a bit of mods to 2017. This is a 2009 model, so it's probably the same they had up until the Gladius, and then the Gladius was just recently replaced by the SV again. But again, same motorcycle really, different styling a little bit, but the motor is pretty much the same, makes the same sort of ponies. This is the full version, so it makes 75 horsepower, which is pretty good. I mean, it's you know, it's probably not crazy enough to really get you scared or get you in trouble. It can get you in trouble, but you know, it's an easy enough bike to ride responsibly, but enough to have, you know, a bit of fun on. So it is a V-twin, so it's got a lot of torque, and I really prefer that. I prefer this kind of so this is the S model, the super sport style. I prefer this kind rather than the inline 4. Inline 4s are a bit flat, you need to really hit high RPMs to get anything out of them, whereas this has a lot of go just from, you know, 4,000, you know, 4,000 to whatever, 10,000 or whatever. It's got torque on tap. So it's a good motorcycle, very reliable. There's plenty of reviews out there if you want more detailed descriptions of them or whatever. You know, if you're looking for basically it's the market for this bike is if you're looking for a cheap do-it-all sort of motorcycle that, you know, gives you enough power to have fun and, you know, do mostly road riding, yeah, no off-roading. So this would be the bike for you, commuting, touring. You know, it's pretty much good for everything, weekend rides, twisties, going down flats, straights. You know, it's a good bike. It's really flickable. I mean, on par with the rest of the bikes this size. You know, yeah, really flickable, really easy to handle. The rear is not amazing. I mean, it's good, but you know, I guess that's once you get used to it, you'll know how to modulate it a bit better. I mean, it's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad or anything. It's just yeah, the front brake is really, really good. Suspension. I mean, people complain about the suspension on these things, but to be honest, for the price point, for what you're getting, I'm not going to complain about it. It's really good. I don't think there's much wrong with the suspension. It's a bit soft, you're going to feel things, but you know, you're not paying $15,000, $20,000 for these things. Brand new, they're like $9 grand or something, so you know, for the price, it's probably one of the best motorcycles you can buy, dollar to performance wise. And the engine, you know, there's hit and miss with the engine. Some people say they last forever, some people say they break down, they got all sort of clutch problems and shit like that, but you know, with my last one, so this is the second one I've had. The first one I had a bit of problems with. I had a lot of kilometers on it though, and I don't know how the previous guy treated it, so you know, you can't really judge it based on that, but yeah, it did give me a bit of grief. Oh, yummy mummy. All in all, this bike's been awesome. you know, it's just, you know, you feel really at home with it. Like there's nothing really you need to learn, or yeah, it doesn't take long to get used to the riding of this machine. The handling, the brakes, the power. You know, it's a very easy motorcycle to ride.